Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Gothic 2, The Night of the Raven. In the last episode we managed to finally free the slaves of their bonds, and now they are free to go from Raven's mine. However, we wanted to stay a while and mine, because we get a lot of gold out of this part. That's why I also want to keep the gold nuggets that I found previously in the Khorinis area, because that will give us a lot of gold coins. Now let's see how many we mined. We mined 411 gold nuggets. So if that translates as a rate of 10, we should probably get 4,000 gold. There we go, 4,110 gold. What you should note is two things. That once you get 100% of your gold mining ability through digging on the blocks, which gives you some additional percentages, you can talk to Finn.
Can you judge my gold digging
once
abilities?
you have 100,
for you I'd say a guru.
You will get 200 experience for that alone. So that's always nice to have. So talk back to Finn once you've reached 100%, and you will gain a little bit of extra experience. There's also some gold clumps back in the room where the mine crawlers were, so you should also go back there and hack to your desire as much as you can. Now, I want to make sure there's nothing that I need to talk to you about.
Hey, you!
Or you. Good, good. So that means we can talk to Thoris, and then make our way up in the Temple of Raven, which should be our next priority. Alright, he has nothing to say. Very well. Do you have any quests that we need to talk about? No? That is for something else. That's the compass. Oh yeah, Greg. That's right. Well, I have killed Juan, so that's good enough. So, let's head into the temple, shall we? That's the last piece of building that we haven't been to yet in this area. Let's see what happens if we enter the temple. Let's go this way first. There's nothing on this side. Is there anything on this side? Nope. Right. So in here you will find some zombies. Yeah. Raven's henchmen. These are just normal zombies, basically. We don't do a lot of damage to them because they have a good amount of armor protecting them. But zombies are pretty easy to deal with because they don't do anything. And those are his elite guard, by the way, or some part of them. Normally it should not be able to hit us at all, because they have a pretty slow attack animation. And thus, they don't do a lot to us. Just need to make sure that we press them against the wall and everything should be fine. Oh, really? For the last hit I really have to do something differently.
Nothing to be had there.
Alright then. Well, that was number 1. So we're gonna move in very, very slowly to make sure we only get one of them at a time. Because getting 2 of them is tricky. Because you can't hit 2 of them at the very same time. So we need to make sure that that does not happen. This will take a little bit. But the reward is at the end of this cavern. So I'm not going to give up on that. We don't have so much strength, unfortunately, to really dish through his armor. But I'm pretty confident that these zombies do not pose a significant threat to us. I suppose if they would hit us, they might drain away something like a fifth of my health or so. Because they're pretty tough, no doubt. And they scream quite loudly as well. Let's slowly move forward. Good. Another one. Come on, zombie. Oh, we even have less sound now because of the echo. Oh, it's alright. Yeah, you won't hit us, sorry. Even if I'm missing like one of the hits on left or right, then he's still too slow to actually hit us in this case. And since we always wanted to get this armor in the original Gothic one, which we never got because we either had the shadow armor or the like light guards armor, you never had the heavy armor that these guys actually wear. So it's good to know that you are able to get them this time around. Let's move back. Don't take any chances. We just have 3 of them to finish off. And once that is complete, we have a chest to loot. Interesting fact, by the way, even if we crit on these guys, they do not take any more damage than through the normal hits. We always deal 5 damage because we don't deal enough damage to get through the armor, which is a sad thing at this point, but we don't have enough strength to wear another better piece of swords. Oh! Well, actually, they don't take away that much. It's maybe a tenth of my health, so should be good. Boom! Alright. Now there's 2 more. And these 2 shall join their brethren in peaceful death this time around, and not undeath. Beautiful. I sometimes did mess it up and just pulled all 6 of them. But not this time around. Oh no. Yep. There we go. Come on! Really now? I've jinxed it now again, probably. So I will get hit and probably die with the last one of them. Sometimes these controls are very unresponsive, but you will have to deal with it. Just as we dealt with everything else. Come on. Just a few more hits. And now for number 6. I'm gonna press him against the back wall here. Should be all well and good. And once this dude is gone from the world for a second time, then we shall be focusing on getting that chest looted that we have a key for from Bloodwin. Attack it. There we go, finally. They're all dead now. For the very last time. That's some lap bottles. Very nice indeed. Oh, gold plate actually. Sweet. A potion. A silver dish. Oh, and a king's sorrel. I'll take that. I remember that being a chest, but... Huh. I'm confused. Maybe the chest is not in this room. So this is actually completely useless, other than the fact that we have killed some dudes. Now I'm quite disappointed, honestly. I thought this room would have been the one with a chest, but it's not. Sorely disappointed. Well, I guess I was thinking about the left-hand side of this temple, where there's a chest on the left-hand side. Well, not here, but... Oh, video sequence. Well, you better get that smirk off your face, because it's not gonna last for very long. Well, so we saw Raven enter that room, where he now does some evil things. Very evil things. And the problem is, we can't get in just yet, so... tough luck for us. Why? Because we need all the 5 tablets in order to get in here.
What with?
See? We can't do it! We can't do it! So, we only know that Raven is now inside the temple and doing evil things. And that's about it, we know. And I'm still looking for that bloody chest. I'm pretty sure it is somewhere, because I definitely know that I get the armor here somewhere. Must just be not looking hard enough for... I thought this was a block! There's the chest I was talking about. Oh my. Yeah, the armor of Raven's Guard. That was stupid of me. But you know what? We found the chest. And now we're gonna loot all the gold from these bags. 'Cause why not? And then we shall be looking at what this armor is doing for us. So right now we're wearing this one, 50-50. And now we shall be wearing this one here, 70-70. That's the best armor that we can get for the time being. And it will be the armor that I'm wearing most of the time after I'm out of here. For now. So, Raven's inside the temple. We can't really do anything about that right now, unfortunately. So the only way to continue this quest is to find all these 5 stone tablets.
Hey!
He doesn't have anything to say. But Sartaros will for sure. Because he wanted to know what all this fuss is all about. Now you will know.
About Raven. I made my way into Raven's quarters.
And? What about Raven?
He entered the door.
I came too late. He disappeared into the Adana's temple right before my eyes.
What? That is a catastrophe.
Indeed
Why
it
didn't
is.
you follow him?
I couldn't?
I couldn't follow Raven. He blocked the entrance from inside.
I must think. The question is, how did Raven get into the temple?
He
And
opened
what
the
did he
door.
do before he
That's
passed through
pretty
the portal?
obvious, isn't it?
He spoke an incantation at the gate.
He did,
And
because I
before
didn't
that?
hear it.
He opened a burial chamber. I only know that he must have performed some sort of ritual there.
A ritual. Yes, that's it. I fear that Raven has made the power of the guardians of the dead his own. He got his knowledge of the temple from a spirit. You must go to Mixir and tell him about this.
Alright.
May Adanos protect you.
Well, I will talk to Mixir, but only after I've rested, because that is something I need to do. First off, because I need to return to the pirates, because that's the most important thing right now. Because I want to tell Greg about all this stuff. And secondly, because we now need our way into a different part of the island, and so I want to close up any open quests that I still have.
Satyrus sent me. Raven has made his way into the temple and blocked the portal from the inside. Satyrus thinks he got his information about the temple from a ghost.
By Adonos! He must have summoned the high priest Cardamon to ask him about a way into the temple. According to the records, his grave was in the caves under the fortress. You will have to do the same, but you cannot ask Cardamon anymore. The grave of the warrior prince Quahodron is supposed to lie in the west of the valley. You will have to find it and waken Quahodron. It is written in these inscriptions how a believer of Adonos can summon a spirit.
Do you think that'll really work?
I've read a lot of crazy ramblings. For example, the writings of Iberion, the leader of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. But I believe every word of the author of these writings.
The Brotherhood of the Sleeper didn't spread just lies. The Sleeper really existed.
That's true.
But it wasn't their lies that made them implausible. It was their words as such. They were more confusing than believable. They showed the excessive use of the swamp weed they smoked. It is the seriousness and prudence in the words on this stone tablet that convinced me that this man wrote the truth.
Why Quahodron? Why not the High Priest Cardamon?
Raven has desecrated the grave of Cardamon with his summoning. We can assume that. We shall have to look for another spirit.
Are you really serious?
I guess he is.
I want to explore every possibility. Even if there is only a ghost of a chance for us to meet one of the builders.
Ghost of a chance. Oh, I like that.
Raven has managed to do it after all.
Assuming I want to summon this ghost, what do I have to do?
Find Quahodron's grave in the west of the valley. His ghost can be summoned by the words of the Guardians of the Dead, which I have written for you here. That's all. Now you just have to find the grave.
Well,
good luck, my son.
That will be as easy as that. Well then, so we have to summon a ghost. Well, that sounds hardly easy. But for now, we shall be returning with the pirate armor to the pirate camp. Because we need to talk to Greg about all this. And maybe, about 4k short of another level. How much strength? 54. I've got 5 points right now. Definitely nice. But we have to finish up a few quests before we can continue. And after that, I believe it might be time to return to Khorinis, because Raven, or finding a Raven and killing all the guys that are in front of him, like monsters and stuff like that, before we can get to this point, is gonna require a little bit more of a better weapon and stuff. So we might have to finish up the second chapter in Khorinis first, before we can actually do something about Raven.
That was no big deal.
But we'll see. For now, we shall be talking to Skip first, because of his grog. So, here.
About that grog. Here's your 20 bottles.
What? Really? Just like that?
Well, you can give me something in return, but...
Okay, I'll pay for them.
Haven't you got anything more interesting than gold?
Let's see. I've got this ring here. I won it gambling in a filthy dockside tavern years ago. Back then, the guy told me it was magic. No idea whether that's true.
Well, you could have put it on, you know.
Instead of money.
Yeah, give me the ring.
Give me the ring.
Here you are.
So,
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Good for you. They're both dead. So who cares now?
I do?
No pirate ever got rich through vengeance. Just as long as I have my grog back.
You do.
Will it ever change?
Well, he doesn't obviously care about that at all. But we'll talk to Bill about this. So maybe he'll get a little bit of satisfaction out of it.
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Who? Who did it?
His name is Juan. He's one of the bandits.
Was one of the bandits.
You've got to do that bastard in, do you hear me? He must not get away with this.
Juan is history.
And? Did he suffer?
Come off it, kid.
Oh well, just as long as you killed the swine.
I did. So, we are good.
Hey.
Great.
Yeah, we don't want to give the ring back to Morgan. We definitely want that ring to be in my possession. So, Greg.
The bandits have found a gold mine.
I knew it. That's why they came here.
Indeed.
Nobody would volunteer to live in this monster-ridden bog. Good work. Here, I've cut something for you.
Another ring. Let's have a look at what ring we received. Nope. Ring of the Warriors.
That was no big deal.
This is my ring.
I'm no better off myself.
Ore skin, iron skin.
That was obvious all along.
Not really anything that I need at this point, but it's okay. So this is actually not fitting into the quest log, also nice. This is Guru power. We need to talk to Samuel down here to make sure we talk to him about this hammer booze, because he's the only one that makes these kind of things. Hello, Samuel. Whoa, okay. Here.
I've got a recipe for you.
Great. Let me see. What kind of recipe?
It's from Snaff.
But it sounds terrible. I must try it at
Let's do that.
What else have you got?
I can get you.
Let's see. White rum recipe for loose hammer. Oh, we're gonna buy that off him again. Gonna buy some more bottles as well. Let's see. Dexter, Lucia, William. There. What do we need for that? 2 water bottles, 2 turnips, and a decent portion of swamp weed. I'm not sure if I can really make that. I don't think so. Oh wait. Distilled booze. Loose hammer. I forgot about there's a back button actually. So special potions, I don't have any of that. There we go.
Hey.
Now, can I? No. Alright. So, loose hammer. Should be... No, should be somewhere about where the drinks are. There. Effect? Question mark. I like that, by the way. Alright, we're not gonna drink it just yet, but we're gonna save it for later. So we have something that we can use later on, if we want to find out what's this all about. Alright, so that's the hammer booze. Yes. Compass. Focus stones. Relics. Raven. Yeah. I think that's the most things done right now. What we need to do though is to return to Snaff with Loose Hammer and see what he has to say about all this stuff that we got from him. Most likely he's like, well, thank you, sir. This is like very kind of you. And I'm probably going to say something along the lines of, well, no problem, but do I get a reward for that? We'll see. But normally that's the way the hero conversation goes. Also, what's up with the textures here? That's like that's not even grass. That looks like the stone of some sort. But a very actually I think that's the bug. That's a bug right now. So that looks very strange. I have no idea what happened here, but this is definitely a bug because this wasn't here before. Not by a long shot. Now this is all normal. Ugh, I don't have any idea. This game sometimes really has some weird ass bugs. And I'm not talking about meat bugs, obviously. So let's get back here. But before we do this, I'm pretty sure that we want to make sure that nothing is gonna hang the game here because of this weird texture thingy. That's alright. Oh, we need to... Before we do this, we need to dress up as a bandit again, so, because otherwise we'll be attacked and killed. Oh look! It's the same here. What in the world is going on? I don't know. Same here. Some of the textures have been replaced by ugly rocks. Good to know.
Been there, done that.
Let's go into the tavern here. That's nothing in here. It's good to know.
I
There we
distilled
go.
the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. That'll put some strength in your arm. Oh, and if I can help you again, for you, all information is free from now on.
Thank you, Snaff. Fire strips. Well, we don't want to eat that right now because it gives us +1 strength. Now,
Hey,
let's see,
you.
how much do we need to get 1 point of strength here?
That was no big deal.
2. Not convinced that I want to do that right now. Although, no, we're gonna save that for now. I want to make sure that we can get a little bit more strength. Oh wait, no, +5 is +10 points. Yeah, we can't do that. Okay, so this is basically all the parts that we want to do right now here in this valley. So we are going to return. Oh crap. Yeah, I forgot about those guardians there. Is it both of them? No, only one. Oh, look at that!
Nothing to be
We
had
can
there.
actually battle them. Thank you to my armor. This is everything and all. I like my armor. My new armor is definitely very sturdy. Because normally you don't have access to a 70-70 armor at this point. You will get flattened by those things. Even still. So, we're gonna take care of that second guardian there. And we're gonna attack from the backside. Well, that was good.
Nothing to be had there.
I like that. Pretty easy to take care of this guy. Now we want to return here to Khorinis. However, that is going to be for the next episode. So when we come back, folks, time to return to Khorinis. So, I will see you all next time.